Live from the Daytona Beach Ocean Center, just across the bridge from campus in downtown Daytona Beach, over by the sea. It's Bethune-Cookman men's basketball as the second of two games from the Sunshine Slam presented by Geico. Hello and a very warm welcome. My name is Michael Turillo. Happy to have your company. Sabrina Petit-Home joins me courtside as the Wildcats will try and bounce back from a very close 69-64 loss yesterday at the hands of Jacksonville. Sabrina, I was talking to some people around the court this morning during warm-ups, and everybody pretty much said, hey, you guys were the better team. Your free throw shooting let you down last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that I hope that kind of really jerked them into, understanding that, okay, we really need to focus on free throws are the ones to actually win the games. If we focus on this, then we'll have a better outcome when it comes down to the wire between two great teams. So if we can if we can master our free throws and it comes down to the wire between these two teams, I think we really do have a great chance.
Well, a team that was really cold yesterday, cold as the icy north they come from, the Stony Brook Seawolves lost 58-86 against Pacific yesterday morning and shot just 33% from the floor. This is a team that was picked sixth in their conference, a lot of new players, a lot of international players, but they got a really good head coach in Gino Ford. And teams like this never stay down for long. Expect something better out of Stony Brook today, right?
Absolutely.
For the Wildcats, Jacoby Hetty was excellent yesterday, 19 points, but Arterio Morris didn't really live up to his season standard, just 8 points. Jordan Johnson, 8. Daniel Ruzon, 12. And Seneca Willoughby only had 5 in limited playing time. The Wildcats only played 8 bodies yesterday.
Yeah. And that's also something that I also feel like that Jacksonville had an advantage of. Like, they had a really deep bench, and coach was making sure that he kept fresh legs on the court and transitioning them. So, to have that special trust on your bench to make sure that if they go in, they'll still be able to keep that same momentum on is something special.
It'll be the Wildcats and the Stony Brook Seawolves today as the Wildcats round out their trip to the Ocean Center and their last game for about a week and a half. Gotta get up for this early morning tip, 11 a.m. Less than 24 hours after you played last time, and it's about keeping those legs fresh throughout the game. Let's pause for the starting lineups in the national anthem. Basketball is coming at you next, live from the Ocean Center.
Gentlemen, and welcome to the Ocean Center. At this time, we ask that if you're physically able, that you please rise and remove your hats and join us for the playing of our national anthem. Once again, good morning and welcome to the Ocean Center. The Geico Sunshine Slam presents the Ocean Bracket third place game this morning, featuring the Stony Brook Seawolves and the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. We now welcome the Stony Brook Seawolves. At one guard, a 6'5 graduate, number 1, Eric Pratt. At the second guard, a 6'4 graduate student, number 2, Rob Brown III. At the third guard position, a 6'3 sophomore, number 13, Colin O'Connor. At one forward, a 6'9 sophomore, number 12, Richard Goods. And in the the other forward, a 6'8" sophomore forward, number 15, Quinn Gorman, with the head coach of the Stony Brook Seawolves, Gino Ford. And fans, now we welcome the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. At one guard position, a 6'6" senior, 0, Jacoby Hetty. At the second guard position, a redshirt junior, 6'4", number 11, Jordan Johnson. At the third guard position, a 6'3" senior, number 3, Seneca Willoughby. At the fourth guard position, a 6'3" redshirt junior, number 1, Arterio Morris. And at forward, a 6'8" senior, number 23, Daniel Ruzon. With the head coach of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Reggie Diaz. Right to the starting lineup for Bethune-Cookman, starting number 5, junior forward at 6'6", number 5, Quentin Hetty.
Starting lineups on the floor here at the Ocean Center. It's just about basketball time on a Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining us. Michael Trevillo, Sabrina Petit-Home with you here at the Ocean Center. Starting lineups are as follows. For Bethune-Cookman, Jacoby Hetty, Arterio Morris, Quentin Hetty, Jordan Johnson, and Daniel Ruzon. The same 5 the Wildcats ran out yesterday. And for Stony Brook, it's Eric Pratt, Rob Brown, Richard Goods, Colin O'Connor, and Quinn Gorman. Eric Pratt is the top scorer for Stony Brook, averaging 18 points per game, but was held completely scoreless yesterday against Pacific. Their top player overall is Colin O'Connor, who was the only Seawolf to garner preseason All-CAA honors. O'Connor from Dayton, Ohio. He's a sophomore and last year was on the CAA All-Rookie team. The Wildcats in the all-black, trimmed in gold stripes, partitioned by black on the sides. The cat head logo on top of gold numbers on the front. And for Stony Brook, they're in the all-white today. Red stripe down the sides with a red trim. Stony Brook in block red letters above red numbers with a navy trim. We are just about set for basketball. The Seawolves will go left to right. The Wildcats will go right to left in this first half of action. We are just waiting for the referees to tip up the game ball. We got the go-ahead from TV that we are ready to play, and here we go. It's going to be Ruzon against Goods for the tip. Goods wins the tip, and the ball almost goes immediately out of bounds, but it's saved by O'Connor. And here come the Seawolves with O'Connor across the time stripe, guarded by Jacoby Hetty.
Now, yesterday, the 3-man braid really killed us along with that double team. So I'm really hoping to see that they were able to figure out another type of defense to work against Stony Brook itself.
Brooks kick out top of the key. O'Connor drives left to the lane, spins and kicks it out back to Gorman for a straight-on 3. No good. Rebound by Arterio Morris, and here come the Wildcats for the first time. Morris hands to Jacoby Hetty, who will run the point. Hetty picks up his dribble, hands back to Johnson, and now to Morris. Tough catch at the low post by Quentin Hetty. He throws it underneath the basket and over the head of Ruzon for the first Wildcat turnover. The Wildcats did have 10 turnovers yesterday against Jacksonville. Tough first possession for both teams. At least Stony Brook got a shot off. Here's
Looks
O'Connor.
Like Stony was able to watch a little
on
bit
the left wing, dribble the ball off his foot, and here comes Quentin Hetty. Hetty's going to go all the way to the rim. Layup no good. Stick back no good by Jacoby. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Last touch by O'Connor under the baseline.
That was another thing that was killing us, was the recovery off of the rebound as well, too. We need to be able to, make up for that.
Wildcats got out-rebounded by a taller Jacksonville team yesterday. Morris gets the inbound pass in the corner. He'll drive left baseline. Kick it to the cutting Quentin Hetty for a left-hand layup, and the Wildcats are on the board. 2-0 BCU. Just a minute and a half gone by here in the contest. Brooks out on top. One dribble. Hands to Eric Pratt, the 18-point per game man. He takes a left wing 3. Short on it. Offensive rebound by Brooks for Stony Brook. He kicks it back to Brown in the left-hand corner. It cycles around to O'Connor. A straight-on 3. too short, and a long rebound is batted out of bounds. It'll be Stony Brook ball. Last touch by Jacoby Hetty as he was contesting for the rebound with Eric Pratt. So we're already giving up a ton of offensive rebounds. This is going to be the third chance on this possession for Stony Brook.
Make something of it. The Wildcats, I'm still trying to figure out what defense they're running. Kind of seems like man. Yesterday they ran a flawless man zone. I would love to see that again today.
Goods fakes three, top of the key, dribble handoff to Brown. He attacks right hand side of the lane, got his shot rejected by Ruzon. And then Ruzon stepped out of bounds as he was corralling the ball, so it'll be another chance for Stony Brook with 8 on the shot clock. This will be the fourth chance on this possession for the Seawolves. Wildcats still lead 2-0.
Four across defense from them. Let's see what they do. Layup's no good. Shooting's no good. 3 points out.
Pratt in the right-hand corner with 3 on the shot clock. Left-hand drive, puts up a push shot, no good. Rebound finally corralled by Jordan Johnson. And the Wildcats survive a Stony Brook onslaught. Johnson into the front court, had 3 threes yesterday. He takes one, and this is at shorts.
And this is what we were speaking of, nobody being down there. I know we have trust in our teammates, but we cannot ensure that every single 3 is going to be able to be made.
And no passes on that possession. Johnson just walked up into a straight-on 3. Pratt driving the lane. He slips, he travels.
And then on top of that, I think they're running a little bit fast. Stony Brook definitely watched them field yesterday. Saw that if we were able to keep BCU on their toes, you know, they're not going to be able to make no plays.
But the Wildcat offense is at its best when they're moving the ball side to side, stretching the defense. And they didn't do it that last possession. Wildcats still just up 2-0. Handoff, Jacoby Hetty on the right wing. Down low on the right-hand block is Ruzon, spins by Brooks. Go into the two-hand jam. Good morning, Daniel Ruzon, as he flushes it home, 4-0 BCU. That was a nice spin move to get by the 6'9" Richard Goods on the baseline.
It's very, very nice to see how everybody else has a certain thing they have to do. Yesterday, when it came to Jacksonville, Odumandu, his was just to set picks the entire time on offense.
Pratt looking at that straight-on 3, well covered by Johnson. He dishes it off to Brown, left wing. Brown puts the ball on the floor, across to Pratt, right baseline drive, stopped by Johnson. Step back fadeaway 2, good for Eric Pratt. That's his first points of the Sunshine Slam after being held scoreless yesterday. Remember, he scores 18 points per game. Wildcats up 4-2 and with the basketball. Ontario Morris, who only scored 8 points yesterday, passes to Hetty and then down to Ruzon on the low block on the right-hand side. Ruzon against Brown again. Jab step, fade away. No good. Pratt with the rebound for the Seawolves. Pratt goes it alone, now dishes it to the right wing for Valentini. Back to Brown, underneath has space, kick out left wing, a 3. Good for Colin O'Connor. And it's 5-4 Stony Brook. The Wildcats have not capitalized on their chances on offense yet.
Looks like they're still sleeping. Stony Brook is wide awake. They have been ready. Wildcats need to be able to find out, see what's they're up.
Jacoby Hetty, no movement in front of him. He's with the ball. Now UCLA cut for Morris to the right-hand wing. Morris puts up a 3, no good. Long rebound, comes down to the Wildcats. Ruzon put back, no good. Another offensive rebound to Jordan Johnson. His layup, no good. A 4th attempt, a 5th attempt, and finally a foul called as Quentin Hetty was jumping up and getting some me-bounds.
Let's wake up. Let's wake up, Wildcats.
My goodness, what a chaotic sequence under the basket.
I know yesterday I blamed it on it being an early game at 2 o'clock. Is it okay if I can blame it on it being an early game today?
Well, this is even an earlier game. We'll reach the first media timeout. Wildcats will have free throws when we come back. Down 5-4, you're listening to Bethune-Cookman University basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Stony Brook 5, Bethune-Cookman 4 at the under-16 media timeout. 15:44 to go in the first half here at the Ocean Center. It's Bethune-Cookman shooting just 22% from the floor, 2 of 9. Stony Brook 2 of 7. So both teams off to really cold shooting starts, kind of like they were yesterday.
You would think that they're moving the way that their Stony Brook has been on a fast pace the first couple minutes of the game.
Here is where the Wildcats need to clean it up. 50% on free throws yesterday. Quentin Hetty is at the line after getting fouled on a putback. And he missed the first one, front iron, back iron off to the left. Wildcats 12 of 24 in a 4-point loss. And he missed the second one too. Oh my goodness, it starts again.
It's too early to have that started.
Wildcats 0 for 2 from the free throw line and down 5 to 4. Stony Brook with possession with Colin O'Connor, the sophomore from Dayton, Ohio. He pitches it left side to Goods, and in the corner here's Pratt. Pratt sizing up Quentin Hetty. Back to the graduate transfer Oleg Konietz. A 3 is good from Pratt on a kickback. Pratt gets the 3, and it's 8 to 4. And now Andre Shashki, one of the 4 international players on the Stony Brook team, checks in, along with Oleg Konietz, Tomas Valentini, and Leon Nahar. Wildcats down 4, and with the basketball going right to left. Johnson around the screen, hands off to Morris, guarded tightly by Shashki. Morris, Euro step, tried to shovel a pass off, hit the chest of Oleg, and now Stony Brook in transition. Pratt all the way, layup no good, rebound Morris. Morris, long stretch pass ahead to Johnson, head of steam into the paint. Euros puts him a floater short. Offensive rebound for Hetty. He got fouled as he going up for a putback.
Now, if we're going to go for the foul, we have to make these free throws, Mike. There's no reason why if we're driving in straight to the paint, we need to be able to cover ourselves with these. These second chance shots is what literally stands between us and a win.
Wildcats scoreless over the last 2:35, including 2 missed free throws by Quentin Hetty that allowed Stony Brook to go on an 8-0 run to take an 8-4 lead. Quentin Hetty from Chicago, like his brother, transferred from Central Michigan with his brother Jacoby Hetty, makes the first free throw. Before that was at South Suburban Community College in Chicago and averaged 4.5 points last year at Central Michigan. Cans both, 2-point game, 8-6 Stony Brook, and the Seawolves with possession through Colin O'Connor. All CAA rookie team last year as a freshman and the only Stony Brook player to be named all preseason CAA. Here's Pratt, heels on the logo. Goes to Kolietz, the 7-footer down low against Ruzan. Puts the ball on the floor, almost turned over, and it is out of bounds off of Valentini. And the Wildcats will take the possession back again.
Something I've said earlier, even for the women's team as for the men, when you're in that paint, there is no need for a bounce pass. Just take it straight up, especially when you have that height.
Yeah, and Kolietz, the 7-footer
exactly.
against
Just
Ruzan.
Drop it in.
Ruzan, dribble handoff on the left wing to Morris. Morris back to Ruzan, lost the handle, and Pratt is in the open floor. Johnson chasing him down, but it's going to be an easy jam for Eric Pratt, and it's 10-6. The Wildcats have already turned the ball over 4 times in the first 6 minutes.
This is something that I wasn't expecting from the Wildcats because we are a great team put together as well. Something is just not fitting right now. One puzzle piece is missing.
Morris out to Johnson on the right wing. He'll drive to the free throw line, keep his dribble, hand off Ruzan outside. Ruzan going at Kolietz. He pulls up for a long 2, swish. Ruzan was really good yesterday, especially with those mid-range jumpers. He had 12 points, the second highest score on the Wildcats. 10-8 Stony Brook. O'Connor at the free throw line will back up and reset. Guarded by Jacoby Hetty. Bounce pass to Konietz. And now Shashki top of the key. He gets a bump foul by Ruzan. First on Daniel.
Foul number 23. Daniel Ruzan, his first team foul. Checking in for Bethune-Cookman.
And now the first Wildcat substitution of the ball game. 6 minutes in, Ricky Mitchell replaces Jordan Johnson. Stony Brook's already used 8 players. So it's the same situation from yesterday, where the Wildcats will just use about 8 to 9 players, and it's really going to show up late in this ball game, I think, on the second leg of a back-to-back.
I wish we would just go back to a zone defense But then again, Stony Brook has been very consistent with their 3 points. But the man is killing
hands
us.
off Brooks, another handoff. Pratt with 3 to go, long 3, heel no good. Rebound Ruzon. Here come the Cats down 2. Morris around the Quinton screen. Quinton now flashes through the paint, puts up a shot. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line for the 3rd time.
I'm loving it. And if he is going to continue to drive down that paint and draw those fouls, he needs to be able to show up at that line too.
Hetty 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He'll get attempts 5 and 6 here. He was all alone at the free throw line and just drove in and got the foul on Gorman as he was going for a push shot. First free throw from the lefty, good. Hetty 5 points, Ruzon 4 points. Nobody else for the Wildcats has scored, so Jacoby and Ontario. Ricky Mitchell is in, and so is now Ariel Bland. Yet to get off the mark for the Wildcats. Second free throw, good. So 4 of 6 from the line right now for Quinton Hetty. He's single-handedly keeping the Wildcats in the game in a 10-10 tie. Wildcats have only hit 2 field goals in the game. 12:50 to go first half. 10-10 tie, low-scoring contest. Pratt against Morris, drives to the right of the lane. Lost the handle, great strip by Ricky Mitchell Jr. Morris the other way with a head of steam. Goes right to the rim, layup, no good. Oh, it fell.
Good. Yep.
It fell in. I thought that was gonna go wide to
Me
the right,
too.
but it hit the rim and went in. Morris driving coast to coast for the bucket, gives the Wildcats a 12-10 lead. They're on a 6-0 run over the last minute, the Wildcats.
Ricky Sticky.
3-point left wing, no good for Stony Brook off a quick trigger by Rob Brown. Cross-court pass. Jacoby Hetty on the right wing side. He'll drive in on Gorman. Bounce pass to Ariel Bland underneath the basket. Bland, hook shot, way off the mark. Didn't even get close as it slipped out of his right hand. And here comes Stony Brook.
Mike, I don't know how many times I have to say this. If you are down low, just tip it in. You have height. There's no need for a bounce pass.
Pratt trying to set up the pick and roll with Brooks. The Wildcats defend it well. Here's a handoff to Gorman, top of the key. Gorman to Brooks on the right wing side. Brooks will hand the ball to Brown on the right baseline. 7 to shoot. Back to Shoshki. Shoshki drives all the way in. Tough layup, draws the foul on Bland.
Got to keep those hands straight up.
And now the first trip to the free throw line for Stony Brook is coming up after this break. Stony Brook is a really good free throw shooting team. We'll tell you about it next. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman University basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Do you love Bethune-Cookman University sports? Of course you do. Then don't miss Hail Wildcats Radio, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of all 15 Wildcat sports programs. Hosted by voice of the Wildcats, Michael Turillo, and featuring the expertise of Bethune-Cookman sports information staff. Hail Wildcats Radio delivers unparalleled coverage of your favorite teams. Tune in to 1380 WELE Daytona Beach every Saturday to catch the show live or listen anytime on your favorite podcast platform. No Hail Wildcats Radio this week as the crew is all off for Thanksgiving break, but we'll be back next week, the week after Thanksgiving, to bring you all the BCU news, including the classic recap, men's basketball in action with some big wins. So, lots to look forward to on the next episode of Hail Wildcats Radio. First free throw good by Andre Shashki. He continues to be perfect on the season from the free throw line, 5 for 5 now. This Stony Brook team from the charity stripe, 71%, really good. A lot of players on this team have only missed 1 or 2 free throws the entire season.
Okay, so it looks like David Onanina is, and I just really am hoping that when he gets back.
Second one rolls in, and it's a 12-12 contest with 11:40 to go. Yeah, you're right. I think David Onanina has got to go up strong.
He
to
has
the rim.
to, and he needs to have control on that ball. And I know this is multiple times. He'll run the plays as well, but that ball will just slip through his hand at the worst time. So I'm praying.
High weave action for the Wildcats. Pitch back to Ricky Mitchell. He'll launch a right wing three. Short. Rebound. Onanina lost the handle, though, and it comes to Rob Brown for Stony Brook. O'Connor across the timeline. Rifles underneath to Brooks. He lost the ball, but got it back on the left baseline, all the way back on top to Brown. He takes a straight on three. Kaboom! 3 threes for Stony Brook in the first 10 minutes, and it's 15-12 Seawolves.
It's like I don't recognize my own team.
Seneca Willoughby trying to get around Shashki. Heads it off and back to the top for Jacoby Hetty. Now Jordan Johnson. The Wildcats have not done a good job of trying to get penetration in the paint.
No, not at all.
Johnson now drives to the low block. Set out Ricky Mitchell. He'll get to the free throw line. Dump it underneath to Onanina, who can't corral it. He puts up a reverse layup. No good, but he got fouled by Brooks. That was a little bit better from Onanina. But, yeah, you're right.
I'm glad you think so,
No,
Mike.
I mean, that's on Ricky Mitchell. No,
it is.
Mitchell's got to go to the rim there and not try and put David in a tough spot underneath.
Yeah, and I also think, like, right now, where we at, since this game is such like a two-point game, 3-point game, stop dropping it down if it's obviously bodies down there. Take it straight to the rim, draw the foul, get to the line, and make those free throws.
Onanina at the line. Wildcats down 15-12. His first free throw is no good. He's now 0 for 4 on the season at the line. To continue the free throw shooting woes for this Bethune-Cookman team. Wildcats just 29% from the floor right now. 4 of 14, haven't hit a 3.
I'm just not sure what's been going on at this tournament.
They shot 44% last night. Second free throw hangs on their heel. No
Sticky
good.
Ricky.
But Ricky Mitchell gets the rebound. Left corner 3, also off the mark. Wildcats 0 for 4 from deep now. Still down 3. And Stony Brook has possession going left to right. O'Connor against Mitchell on the right wing side. Gets a screen from Koyetz. Back to the top of the key. Hands off to Brown. Brown guarded by Seneca Willoughby. Back to Koyetz, the 7-footer. Now Brown around the Koyetz screen. Still no penetration. Brown, an NBA range 3, comes up short and out of bounds. And it'll be Bethune-Cookman ball.
You know what I want to see coming off into the offense is a press being ran. And I need to see Monster being ran as well, too. That press, I need to see it. David's still in the game.
I just heard Coach Theus from across the way yell, slow down to his team. Slow down.
Please. And run your game. That's the same thing that happened against Jacksonville. We kept running at their pace. When we started to run our own pace, things started to flow a little bit more better.
Wildcats searching for anything. We got Willoughby, Bland, Mitchell, who just lost the ball, turned over to Brown. He'll go all the way. Euro step into the lane, layup no good, but a foul.
I'm about to take my pen out.
But the lineup right now, as Coach Theus is searching for anything, the lineup right now is Willoughby, Bland, Johnson, Mitchell, and Onanina. That's a complete second unit for the Wildcats. You don't often see that.
No, not at all.
Rob Brown is the best free throw shooter on this team. 93%, has only missed 1 free throw all season. The first one is good, and it's 16-12. The largest lead of the game for Stony Brook. Wildcats on another almost 3-minute scoring drought that has allowed Stony Brook to take a 16-12 lead. Wildcats came back to lead 12-10 at one point.
I'd like to see the Wildcats break Stony Brook's defense because I think that's what's really killing us. We can't penetrate the paint that way that we want to, and we're forced to take threes that are not going to fall. And since we're taking those threes, we don't even have bodies down there that are rebounding for a good putback to draw the fouls.
Brown gets both free throws, 17-12 Stony Brook. Seneca Willoughby out high, hands to Bland, top of the key, then gets it back. Willoughby guarded by Brown. Bounce pass to the curling Johnson at the free throw line. Johnson keeps his dribble through a double team, almost lost the ball. Gets it back.
It's that man.
Takes it to Seneca. With 8 on the shot clock, Seneca drives left on the baseline. Looks to throw up a tough shot. It goes around and in over 2 defenders. Nice job by Willoughby. 17-14, Stony Brook with the lead in the ball. O'Connor around a screen, kicks it back to Brown. He takes an NBA range 3. No good off the front of the rim, but Bland couldn't secure it. It goes out of bounds over the baseline. Stony Brook will get another chance on this possession. Stony Brook has shot 10 threes in the first 11 minutes of the game. They're 30%. Wildcats 0 for 4 from beyond the arc and 5 for 16 overall. Low scoring contest here at the Ocean Center. Stony Brook with a baseline in, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Gets back to O'Connor on a handoff. He goes all the way in, curls up, pitches it back. Left wing 3 is short, and another offensive rebound for Stony Brook's Jonah Butler.
Are we asleep right now?
Looks like it. Brown, double screen goes right, double teamed. Back to the top for O'Connor. He's guarded by Mitchell. O'Connor goes right, got fouled on a shoulder bump by Ricky Mitchell Jr.
Kind of looked like he was trying to go in for the ball right now.
And we're going to immediately see Arterio Morris come back in. And Willoughby comes back in to replace Ricky Mitchell Jr.
Okay, this is a good squad right here, too. Hopefully we'll be able to see something make shake. We got 2 of the biggest bodies on our team.
As we'll have Bland and Ruzan both on the floor to try and combat this tall lineup for Stony Brook. Jonah Butler has it top of the key. Back to O'Connor, guarded by Arterio, who's just checked in. Connor tries to go left. Arterio bottles him up, and Johnson gets the steal. Back to Morris, who bobbles it, is forced to the left-hand corner. Willoughby drives all the way in. Layup, no good, too strong. Bland the putback. He got his own rebound, throws it back up. Ruzan taps it to Willoughby. And now Johnson drives, left-hand lane. He got fouled.
If it ain't going in, I'm telling you every single time, drive, 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 draw the foul.
That was a chaotic possession.
Very
from the
much
steal.
so.
And then the push pass ahead from Johnson to Arterio Morris. He couldn't corral it, got in the corner, and then some wild layup action going on. The Wildcats can't get anything to go easy. Even that layup by Seneca looked like it was an easy blow-by, and he just way too strong on it. Now Jordan Johnson at the free throw line. First one swish, and it's 17 to 15. I guess the Wildcats are really lucky that Stony Brook's not doing very well shooting the ball either. They're just 31%. Haven't made a field goal in the last 2:47.
The only thing that I honestly, in my opinion, that Stony Brook has over us is the defense. The defense is what's killing us right now.
Second one off the mark from Jordan Johnson. 17-15. Stony Brook the lead on the ball with 8:18 to go first half. 17-15, 2-point game. Pratt on the right-hand wing. Drives past Johnson around a screen. Pratt to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Harbotkin, who's just checked in. Correction, this is Goods. And now Brown, left-hand drive, lost the handle, kick out, left-hand corner 3, too strong. Oh, and Ruzan can't corral the rebound. It goes off his foot and out of bounds. Stony Brook, another chance on the offensive side. They've taken, actually, somehow the Wildcats have taken more shots than the Seawolves, even though it doesn't feel like it.
It's with both teams that happened from Jacksonville and with Stony Brooks. Somehow, someway, they were able to draw BCU out and leave the paint open, and then they pinch at the last minute, which is not always the best for us. So at that point, they're drawing the fouls.
It's the under 8 media timeout here at the Ocean Center. Stony Brook 17, Bethune-Cookman 15. More BCU basketball on the CatEye Radio Network returns when we come back. Back at the Ocean Center, Stony Brook 15, Bethune-Cookman 15. And Sabrina, you were talking at the break about the Wildcats defense.
Yeah.
What do you want to see them go to here?
I want to go see them go into a zone. Yesterday, they played this beautiful man zone where they were still be able to cover their man, but watch the outside. Because you see every single time they're beating us offensively when it comes to the running, they're able to pull us from the post, which exposes those baseline and posts and able to pass it down to their big body for an easy layup. We should be able to push them out to shoot threes, double team them from up top, and be able to grab the rebound. If not, fast break to the other side for offense.
Stony Brook with the ball after a bobbled rebound by Ruzon. Only 3 on the shot clock, though. O'Connor triggers the sideline in down to listener's right. He gets it into Pratt with 3, with 2, with 1. He doesn't know the shot clock, and it's a violation.
Violation, Wildcats ball.
We need to slow it down.
Yeah, Ruzon never had possession. He just lost the ball.
Yeah.
On the rebound, so Wildcats have a chance to tie or take the lead down by 2, 7:50 to go first half. Wildcats working right to left of the all-black trimmed in gold. Seneca Willoughby around the Ruzon screen, a double screen, a triple screen at the top of the key. Bland now in between the circles, looking for some movement. Now dribbles once, throws it down low. Ruzon working on the 7-footer. Kolyets. Ruzon, left baseline, double dribble.
You know what I think that could have been better up here with this double screen? It was too slow. I feel like if they sped it up just a little bit more, that pass would have been able. They would have been able to make the play fit, but it was just a bit too slow.
That was the 6th Wildcat turnover of the contest. Eric Pratt now in the left-hand corner, guarded by Morris. He bumps Morris in the shoulder on the left baseline, gets all the way into the paint, fade away from 10 feet, got it.
They're not afraid to drive. Their defense are gonna be able to pull them out to drive. We need to be able to figure out how our offense is going to be able to pull Stony Brooks open so they're able to drive as well, too.
Morris heels on the logo against Brown, gets a screen from Bland. Morris pulls up from the free throw line and gets fouled by Brown, so he'll go to the line. Well, I mean, we have been able to get to the free throw line, but again, you got to make those. We're 50%, 5 of 10 from the charity stripe. Most of those free throws coming via Quentin Hetty. And Ontario Morris, you'd think the guards would be good at free throws, but he's shooting 47% from the line this season. And he misses it long. Same issue as yesterday when they went 50% on free throws in a game they lost by 4.
Got to be able to clean them up. When we're at a close proximity game right now, I told you these second chance points and fundamental plays are the only thing that's going to save us.
Stony Brook goes to a bigger lineup, bringing in Brooks and Valentini, 2 forwards to match up against Bland and Ruzon. Second free throw, short.
And no rebound.
0 for 2 from the line that time for Ontario Morris, and it's still 19-15 Stony Brook and the Seawolves basketball. O'Connor heels on the logo at midcourt, bounce pass to the right-hand wing for Brooks.
You see how they're pulling them out? They're pulling them out, exposes the entire paint. The entire paint, and they're going to just continue to keep going through here.
Deep left wing 3 with 3 on the shot clock by Pratt. No good. Offensive rebound, but then immediately Goods turns the ball over to Willoughby. Willoughby almost dribbles it off his foot going across the time stripe. He'll throw the ball to Ruzon on the low block left-hand side. Ruzon pull up, 15-footer, splish splash.
That's his spot right there. He's very comfortable with the mid-rangers. But Mike, I hope you saw how I said it earlier before they pulled out the Wildcats, and then everybody is just going through the paint. Whoever's open, the top of the key is going to be able to pass it down there.
Here's Valentini. Passes it down low. Goods rises and misses from 15 feet straight on. And the rebound for the Wildcats, Jacoby Hetty, still scoreless in the game. Hetty trying to change that. Stopped up at the left wing, goes to Ruzon. At the free throw line, left-hand side, drives in on Brooks. Gets him in the air, goes up and scores. Great job by Ruzon, who's now got 8 points in this first half and is 4 of 5 from the field. 19 all, 5.5 to go. Stony Brook back on the ball. Pratt, double screen and 3. Off the mark, no good. And Bland gets the rebound. Bland back to Seneca. We got the 3 guards in the lineup right now, Seneca, Morris, and Jacoby Hetty.
Yep.
All of them scoreless right now in the ball game.
Pull them out. Pull them out. That's all we're looking for right there.
Really
be able
congested
to drive.
paint right now.
Exactly.
Back, flipping it back to Morris, and then Ruzon up at the top via an elevator screen. Now hands to Jacoby Hetty against Valentini. Hetty, right-hand drive all the way in. Travels.
Oh.
They dragged that back foot before he put the shot up. And another turnover for the Wildcats, their 7th.
A play I would like to see the Wildcats run right now is a 4-1. Put 4 people at the top of the key, 1 person in the paint, just so we could draw out the defense from Stony Brook. Maybe that'll give us a little entrance.
This game feels a lot like yesterday's game for the Wildcats, where we know they're not playing well.
Exactly.
And yet it's a tie ball game at 19.
Well, I mean, that's where the efficiency comes in play, mate.
Valentini picks up the dribble, long pass to the left-hand side for Pratt. He goes high post to Goods. Goods almost lost the handle. Back to Pratt. He drives in the middle of the lane.
Pinches it
and
every
got
time.
Fouled.
Every time, Mike. It does not matter. When he has, it's Goods. When he has a ball, he drives. He pinches them. They all come to him and draws that foul.
Morris picks up his 2nd foul. Not a shooting foul, so it'll be a sideline in for Stony Brook. Oh, sorry, baseline in for Stony Brook. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. 4.5 to go, first half, tied at 19 in a low-scoring contest. The left-hand corner, Pratt triggers the inbound. Pratt against Morris, down low, great steal by Arterio Morris on the pass. He throws it ahead to Seneca, who throws it ahead to Quentin Head. He goes all the way in, layup, no good, but a foul. As he got pushed to the back by Valentini. Wildcats are doing a good job being disruptive on defense.
Yes.
That's the 8th turnover by Stony Brook.
As long as Quentin continues to be consistent at the line, we'll start to be at a better pace of him drawing the foul continuously.
So Quentin Heady at the line. Wildcats 5 of 12 from the charity stripe in the first half, sub 50%. They shot exactly 50% last night. First one good from Quentin Heady. He's been the only one to find that free throw stroke. He's now 5 of 7 from the line.
Well, I'm glad that he's the only one that's been able to find a stroke because he's the only one that has been driving in as well, too.
Arterio Morris with 2 fouls is going to check out of the game. Jordan Johnson comes back in. The Wildcat guards. Heady 0 points. Morris 2 points. Jacoby Heady 0 points. Seneca just 2.
You know, Heady likes to warm up during the second half. Defensive is usually his first half of the game.
Yep. 21-19 after both free throws were made by Quentin Heady. Heady now the leading scorer for the Wildcats with 8. Pratt drives past Q into the paint, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to the 7-footer. Oleg, he's in the midst of bodies. Hook shot, no good. Good defense by Ruzon that time. Here comes Willoughby, pushes it ahead to Quentin Heady on the baseline. The spin move, the finish off the rim.
All right.
Quentin Heady, 10 points, the first in the game to double figures.
Slowly starting to heat up. That ice is starting to melt. Everything that we were seeing yesterday starting to come off just a little bit.
23-19, Bethune-Cookman leads. They're on an 8-0 run, the Wildcats, over the last 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
Driving in, losing the ball is Shoshki. Wildcat ball. He just drove right to the lane and lost the handle.
Keep that momentum up. Disrupt the defense because that's the only thing that has been killing us. Stony Brook has been amazing down there. I can give them that. Amazing on defense to really mess us up on figuring out how we're able to play the plays. They've been in our faces. They've been, you know, just like how you said, disrupting us. And
Final media time out of the first half. Wildcats up 23-19 and have the ball when we come back. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman University basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Basketball is back at Moore Gymnasium on Friday, December 5th. As the men's basketball team takes on former MEAC foe South Carolina State at 7 p.m. Admission is always free at Moore Gym, but you can catch the game live at youtube.com/CatEye Network or bcuathletics.com/. radio. And Coach Sabrina was coaching me up, drawing diagrams on the back of the spotting chart about what offense she wants the Wildcats to run. You think they should go to a 4-1? Why?
4-1. Okay, so if we could, it's obvious Stony Brook has been dominating us when it comes to defense. If we can push out to a 4-1 and leave Ariel, who I feel like should be in the on the post side, we'd be able to draw their defense up to us. That way, we could
left-hand drive, layup, no good, but a foul again. He has been a menace in this first half. Sorry, you were saying?
No, you're okay. Yeah, we pull them up. That way, we can pull defense up as well too. Set picks and figure out who's going to be able to drive. If anything, Daniel Ruzon pull up for a mid-ranger. Ariel will be able to clean up. If not, we'll be able to, things will be able to work.
Yep. So Quentin Hetty is at the line again. 6 of his 10 points are from the charity stripe so far today, and he got a 7th one right there. 9-0 run for Bethune-Cookman now over the last 2:55. Stony Brook scoreless over the last 4 minutes as the Wildcats have forced 9 first-half turnovers by the Seawolves. This to make it a 25-19 game. Second free throw is good. And substitution for Stony Brook. They're going to bring in the point guard Colin O'Connor back. Quentin Hetty's the top scorer in the game with 12. 8 of those 12 from the free throw line. But, I mean, if you're driving in and getting those fouls.
That fouls. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm going to bring a whiteboard next game, Mike.
Shashki will control the point for Stony Brook. Hand off to O'Connor and again to Pratt on the right-hand wing. Down low to Konyets. Konyets, the 7-footer against Ruzon. Ruzon trying to wall up. He kicks it back out. Extra pass is tapped out of bounds by Jacoby Hetty. Good defense to prevent the open 3 from Shashki.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't know how he shoots yet.
Shashki on the season, 50% from 3, 64% from the field. That's a team-high field goal percentage.
Wow, so that's their shooter.
Shashki triggers the inbound to Konyets, who hands off to Pratt, top of the key against Johnson. Pratt back to Shashki, 5 on the shot clock. Shashki dribbling, going in, pulling up. Had to get it off at the end of the shot clock from deep, deep range. No good off to the right. Willoughby pulls down the board.
That was a move, though, because if he would have been able to fall for it, that would have been able to get a foul. He would have been at 3 points at the line.
Quentin Hetty's the hot hand right now against O'Connor on the left corner. And he lost the handle. Just straight lost the handle out of bounds. And a 7th turnover for the Wildcats in the first half. Pretty much all of them self-inflicted. It's double dribbles, travels, losing the handle when nobody's really close to guarding you.
Yeah.
Simple mistakes for Bethune-Cookman has kept really Stony Brook in this game. They're scoreless 4.5 minutes, Stony Brook. And it's 25-19 Wildcats. And they're going to get an off-the-ball reach-in foul on Quentin Hetty.
Foul number 5, Quentin Hetty, his first 6th Wildcat foul.
Okay.
Still not in the bonus for Stony Brook. That's the Wildcats' only 6th foul. But now, both teams will be in the single bonus next foul down the floor.
So we got to be careful.
O'Connor triggers the inbound to Pratt on the right-hand wing. Pratt sizes up Willoughby. Willoughby stays in front of him on the baseline and forces the turnover. But he stepped out of bounds.
Yep. Good defense, though.
Stepped out of bounds and ran into the referee as he was trying to clear the zone. 12 seconds of the shot clock, and it'll be another inbound for Stony Brook on the sideline right to our right as we're on the opposite side from the scorer's table here at the Ocean Center. Shashki looks to trigger, and a kick ball from Jacoby Hetty. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before.
Me neither. In the girls' game, plenty of times, but not in the men's
Jacoby
game.
Hetty just jumped to try and deny the inbounds pass. The pass went right off his foot and up to the 4th row of seats behind us.
Goodness, soccer is in his future?
Maybe. But that kick ball puts a fresh 20 on the shot clock for Stony Brook. O'Connor top of the key around the screen from Konyets. Ruzon switches on to him.
Woo!
O'Connor lost the ball. Willoughby picks it up. Across the time stripe in traffic. He's going to slow the game down. Go to Ruzon on the left-hand block against Konyets. Pushing Konyets back. And Ruzon goes for the hook shot. No good. Konyets the rebound. Good defense by the 7-footer out of Lithuania.
I'm going to have to ask a little question about why is it that we're not out there chasing the second points?
And that was also a possession with only 1 pass. Just stuck it down to Ruzon and he did the rest. No look for a kick out.
They are so much more successful when they have those beautiful transition plays. Those 5 passes in the shot, oh my goodness.
Shashki up on top, fakes the 3. Now takes the 3 over Hetty, misses it, and the rebound batted around and finally comes to Willoughby. Wildcats up 25-19, 1:20 to go in the first half. Stony Brook scoreless over the last 6 minutes. 10-0 run for Bethune-Cookman during that time. Ruzon, handoff, Willoughby, top of the key against Brown. Gets the screen from Ruzon. Now back to Daniel. Almost lost the handle. Got it back. And now plays Willoughby right-hand wing. He drives in. Backdoor pass to Ruzon. Floater
Beautiful.
good. From the right baseline.
They turned the blow dryer setting on high. The ice is starting to melt off now.
27-19. Excellent close to the first half by Bethune-Cookman. 12-0 run for the Cats. Shashki driving all the way in. Kick out to the right corner. Extra pass, O'Connor. He drives the lane. Throws it over his head to the left-hand corner. Pratt a three. Short. Shashki jumps for the rebound with Jordan Johnson. Shashki pulls it down. Put back, no good, but a foul.
Mike, they just took my play. They just ran a 4-1 on their side, and it worked beautifully.
Maybe they were listening.
They were listening. Maybe I'm talking too loud. Wow. But as you can tell, it was very executed well. They had so sorry. Let's see what his name is. Kunyets, who is at the line now, down there, the only one down there, and everybody else at the top of the key, and they're just passing to see if they have an opening. If the shot is there, to take the shot. If not, pass it down to the post.
Kunyets misses the first one. Not a bad free throw shooter for a 7-footer, shooting 60%.
Right.
Ariel Bland's going to come in for the Wildcats, and Ethan Simon is going to make his first appearance of the game for the Seawolves in the last 35 seconds of the first half. Wildcats up 27-19. Koyet's trying to break a 6-minute and 38-second scoring drought, and he can't do it with the second free throw. Wildcats with a 4-second different shot clock to game clock here, and the coach is going to take his use it or lose it timeout to draw up the play here. 27-19 Bethune-Cookman. What a close to the end of the first half. And really, it's all been Quentin Hetty, mostly from the free throw line.
Yeah.
And Daniel Ruzon with that mid-range floater. He's 5 for 7 from the floor today.
I'm just really happy to see that the play that I drew up on here, Mike, they heard me and they actually used it. Wrong team, but they heard me and they executed it the exact way that I thought they were going to.
I mean, Stony Brook, right, is coming off maybe one of the worst shooting performances I've ever seen yesterday against Pacific. Sure. 19 of 57 from the floor. That's 33%, and 9 of 32 from 3. No one scored in double figures for the Seawolves, and Pratt has 9, Brown has 4, O'Connor has 3, and Shashki has 3 right now for the Stony Brook Seawolves out of Long Island, New York.
It kind of seems as if like they took it a little bit personally yesterday and trying to make a comeback for it again today.
For the Wildcats, Willoughby with 2, Hetty with 12, Ruzon with 10, Johnson with 1, Morris with 2. But again, you're up by 8, and your guards have not been playing well at all. Hetty, no points. Morris, 2 points. Willoughby, 2 points.
Yeah.
It's been all the forwards, Quentin and Daniel.
Well, maybe some games are like that. Some games your forwards are not going to have the best games, but it's definitely going to be your post.
Johnson, long 3. Kaboom! Off a dribble handoff from Seneca.
Where did that come from?
And it's 30-19. 6 seconds left in the half. O'Connor into the front court with 3, with 2. O'Connor dances, pulls up, no good. And the Wildcats close on a 15-0 run at the end of the half and lead 30-19 here at the Ocean Center. What a shot from Jordan Johnson, an NBA Ranger.
I don't know what to say, Mike. Honestly, I'm just really glad to see that the Wildcats are starting to find their momentum, to find their groove. Because in the beginning of the first half, the beginning of the first half was honestly crazy. It's like the team was unrecognizable. Nothing was falling. There was no plays being played. It just felt like street ball. You know, usually, and the reason why I say it's unrecognizable because this is a team 5 passes minimum, then take a shot. But we haven't seen that at all. We haven't seen no defense being played. I haven't seen anything being pressed, but they're slowly starting to find their way, slowly starting to disrupt the defense that are on the bottom to be able to pull out and continue to make those shots. And can I say, Quinton, thank you for being very consistent at the line, and thank you for driving in every single time to draw those fouls.
We got to talk about the Wildcat defense, right? Held Stony Brook to 19 points in the first half. No points over the last 7 minutes and 13 seconds, and they forced 10 Seawolf turnovers.
Whatever they're doing now, they need to continue to do it when they come back from halftime. And now this is where it gets really tricky, Mike. This game, it is a 15-point game where it is right now. It's still anybody's game because Stony Brook, the way that they played in the first half, it's really probably going to be really quick for them to find their heat and turn it up a notch too. And just like how yesterday, we kind of let it slowly ride out yesterday towards the end of the game, and that's where we messed up at. We let the free throws go by. We weren't consistent at all, so we need to make sure that we continue to keep our foot on the gas, is not let up until it's 0-0 on that clock.
First half has come to an end. Bethune-Cookman 30, Stony Brook 19. We'll be back after the halftime break with some halftime stats and you're around the SWAC. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman men's basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Welcome back to the Daytona Beach Ocean Center. It's Bethune-Cookman 30, Stony Brook 19 at the start of the second half. Michael Tuello, Sabrina Petit-Home bringing you all the action here on the CatEye Radio Network. Let's get your first half scoring totals. First for Stony Brook, Brown with 4, O'Connor with 3, Shoshki with 3, Pratt with 9, and that's it. And for the Wildcats, Willoughby with 2, Hetty with 12, Quentin Hetty with 12, Johnson with 4, Morris with 2, Ruzan with 10. But you got to remember, right? Our top players, Jacoby Hetty has no points.
Yep.
And Arterio Morris has 2 points. Seneca Willoughby has 2 points. Ariel Bland has no points.
Yeah.
And yet, the Wildcats have an 11-point lead, 30-19 right now.
And you know, we talked about this during the game as well too. Like, these are some of the games that sometimes our forwards are going to have better games than our guards. You know, and sometimes it might be like that in certain games, but being able to capitalize off of that. If we know, and you're going to know by the end of the first half, if your guards is going to have a better game than your forwards, or if your forwards are going to have a better game than your guards. And that's when you start to make the transition to play with your strengths. Play within your strengths. You know your guards are going to have a good game. Okay, now let's make plays that is going to help the guards to be able to attack the basket or that. If it's the forwards, let's make plays to be able to help the forwards make, or the guards, I'm so sorry, the forwards to make the plays.
And, of course, the highlight of the first half was the Wildcat defense forcing a 7-minute scoreless streak for Stony Brook at the end of the first half. What changed defensively about halfway through the first half?
I think they started to find the piece that was missing, disrupting Stony Brook's defense, which has been amazing this entire game. And I have to give that to them because they disrupted us in the beginning of the first half. So if we can continue to keep our foot on the pedal during the second half, coming into it with that defense, we might have a really good chance too. As long as we also, if they're going to continue to drive into that the post as well, and we head to the line, our free throws need to be spot on. There should be no reason why we're floating in and we're getting these second chance points and we're not following up with those things.
Here are your team stats for the first half. Bethune-Cookman shooting 42% from the floor, 10 of 24, 1 of 5 from 3. Stony Brook 23% from the floor, just 6 field goals made for Stony Brook in that first half, 6 of 26, 3 of 17 from beyond the arc. The Wildcats are 56% from the charity stripe, 9 of 16. That's still better than they were yesterday.
Yes, they were.
4 of 6 for 67% from the charity stripe for Stony Brook. Stony Brook turned the ball over 10 times. Wildcats have 13 points off of those 10 turnovers, and the Wildcats average 16 points off turnovers per game, and they almost hit that in the first half. The Wildcats have turned the ball over 7 times, leading to 6 points off turnovers for the Seawolves. Wildcats are out rebounding Stony Brook 22-17 and 9-8 on the offensive glass. But credit to the Wildcats' second chance defense. The Seawolves do not have a second chance point in the game. The Wildcats have 5. Nobody's bench really did that well. Wildcats 2 points off the bench. Stony Brook 3 points in the paint. Stony Brook 4. They're kind of that outside shooting team. Bethune-Cookman with the forwards playing well. 10 points in the paint. 8 points on the fast break for the Wildcats as well. They had 1 block, 7 steals, and 4 assists. Once again, your score at the half, Bethune-Cookman 30, Stony Brook 19. We are just about set to go back to action here at the Daytona Beach Ocean Center. It's the consolation round of the Geico Sunshine Slam. The Wildcats fell to Jacksonville yesterday. Stony Brook was upended by Pacific. Those two teams will face off for the championship at 2 p.m. after this game concludes.
I brought my whiteboard, so I'm ready to show you guys some great defense, and Mike can talk to you a little bit more about what I hope to see, what's not working, and what's working.
Stony Brook will come back out on the floor. They'll attack right to left in this second half, wearing the all-white strip, big red stripe down the sides, red trim, red numbers with a blue trim on the numbers. Wildcats in the black, gold partition stripe down the sides, gold numbers with a maroon trim, and the cat head logo on the front in above the numbers. Wildcats will control the ball first, going left to right. Quentin Hetty will trigger the inbounds. Arterio Morris takes the ball, and the second half of action is underway from the Ocean Center with Bethune-Cookman leading the way 30-19. Jordan Johnson in the low post for Arterio Morris at the free throw line, backing down a defender, kicks it out to Ruzan, and back to Morris. Arterio straight on 3, but an offensive foul for an illegal screen, even though Arterio made the bucket.
Yeah. And these is where we're talking about. These little things we got to make sure that we're following up with because they can hurt us in the long run.
8th turnover for the Wildcats. 2nd foul on Ruzon. Stony Brook scoreless for the last 7 minutes of the first half. O'Connor on the ball now for their first possession of the second half. Down low to Goods. Goods fires a pass
Nice
underneath
block.
and threw it away out of bounds. Oh, but it deflected off of a
his
Wildcat and out of bounds. I
I
didn't
think
see
it was
that.
Arterio's hand. Or not Arterio, I'm so sorry, J.O.'s hand.
He's looking for Pratt down low. And O'Connor will trigger the inbounds pass. O'Connor is going to get a hold of the Wildcats off the ball. And that's the 2nd foul on Quentin Hetty. Wildcats did really well in the first half about fouls. Only 8 combined fouls, but now the Wildcats have 3 with 2. Ruzon, Arterio, and Quentin. Stony Brook baseline in, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Brooks on the left-hand wing has the ball poked away from him. Jordan Johnson will come up with it at midcourt. He races against Pratt and turns the ball over as he tried to throw it to the streaking Quentin Hetty. Once again, the Wildcats may be going a little bit too fast there.
You got to slow down. I understand where he was trying to do. It was too many people on him, so he was trying to get rid of the ball. But he thought that they were able to get in front of him, but it was right into his hands.
Gorman to Brown, left wing. Brown double teamed, has the ball almost stripped by Jordan Johnson, but he's going to get called for a reach-in foul, and that'll be Johnson's second. So now 4 of the 5 Wildcats on the floor have 2 fouls, already 3 fouls in under a minute for the Wildcats here in this second half, 19:04 to go.
I'm not mad at the fouls. This is the second half, but we really got to calm down because we still have 19 minutes left.
And that was the problem for the Wildcats early on. They played with this frenetic energy and maybe almost too wild. And that's what killed them early on in the first half. They'd settled down, but it's coming back to haunt them here at the start of the second half as well. Gorman up on top for Stony Brook, hands back to O'Connor on the Sunshine Slam logo at midcourt. O'Connor dribbles the ball once, twice, now hands it off to Pratt on the right wing side. Pratt driving to the baseline with 4 to shoot, doubles it off, and the layup is good underneath for Quinn Gorman, his first points of the night. And Stony Brook breaks an 8-minute scoreless drought over the break, and it's 30-21, a 9-point lead for the Wildcats and the ball. Jacoby Hetty still scoreless in the contest. Hands off on a dribble handoff to Jordan, who gets it back from Ruzon. Jordan double teamed out high, hands to Morris with 15 on the shot clock. Morris goes right around a Ruzon screen, takes a 3, and in and out. Just rattled out.
I think he was set his foot just a little bit better.
Pratt into the front court for Stony Brook. On the left wing, it's Brown against Arterio Morris. Throws it to the short post for the big man, Brooks. Brooks has the ball pop way up out of the air out of his hands. It deflects back to Pratt underneath, and a foul called as Brooks went up for it. Unlucky for the Wildcats, as that was almost a turnover.
On my side, it did look like he had a clean break on his hand, but obviously it was a foul.
So now a chance for a really good start to the second half for Stony Brook.
Like I said, whoever has that momentum coming into the second half.
That was Ruzon's 3rd foul, so Ariel Bland's going to check in for him. First free throw no good by Richard Goods. He's a 40% free throw shooter on the year. Also leads the Seawolves in rebounds at 6 per game and assists with 17. Well, if you're starting power forward leads your team in assists. That says something about your offense.
Absolutely.
But he misses both free throws, and the rebound is grabbed by Jacoby Hetty.
And he slows the game down.
Who still is scoreless in the contest. And the Wildcats lead by 9, 30-21. Jacoby will slow it down up on top against Gorman. He'll draw the foul on Gorman on the drive. No shooting motion, so it'll be a sideline out.
Foul number 13.
Correction, O'Connor is going to pick up that foul, his first. Neither team fouled really that much in the first half.
It's been pretty clean so far. It's just that defense, Mike.
Goods is replaced by Valentini from Slovakia. Wildcats have a baseline in. Curling around to the left corner to pick up the ball is Johnson. Johnson, 15 on the shot clock. Double teamed out high. Gets the ball in the corner to Jacoby Hetty. Hetty backing down O'Connor. Still backing down O'Connor. Into the post. Fade away. Got blocked.
But no rebound down there as well.
Pratt controls for Stony Brook. Wildcats still haven't scored yet in the second half, up by 9. Driving the left baseline is Brown. He pulls up from 15 feet, misses everything air ball.
Slow the game down.
Boris does anything but attacks full court and lays it in.
Unless you're Arterio.
A couple times a game, Arterio Morris just says, I'm going to the rim, and nobody can stop me.
Honestly, if he sees it, go for it.
32-21 Wildcats. Here's a quick trigger, left wing three, no good. Morris skies for the rebound over Gorman. That three was shot by Pratt. And now Morris, nobody stopped the ball. He kicks it back out to Quentin Hetty, who drives left hand.
Woo!
Spin move in the lane, floater, no
And
good.
we have to make those.
Oh, floater no good off the heel.
That was beautiful, but it's no point of it if you're not gonna make those.
Quentin Hetty, that was the second nice spin move in the game, but he missed the shot. O'Connor driving in, layup high off the glass and in against Bland.
He took his move and made it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's go, Wildcats.
Wildcats 32, Stony Brook 23.
All right,
Just above the free throw line, it's Quentin Hetty. Dribble handoff to Johnson, lost the handle, recovers in front of his own bench on the left wing side.
They're running
10
the
to shoot.
4-1. Mike, do you see it? Four at the top, one down at the middle.
Here comes the screen. Johnson goes left 6 to shoot. Johnson all the way in, lost the handle, turnover.
We are moving too fast for our own sake.
Pratt in transition, throws it up. All wanted the alley-oop jam to Brown, but Brown had to recover as the pass was thrown behind him. Still Stony with ball. Shovel to the right-hand corner. Three on the way, good from Pratt. And it's 32-26. 7-2 Stony Brook in this second half. The only points were the Arterio Morris blow-by. Handoff Johnson and another handoff back to Morris way out top.
That three
Morris
man.
the screen from Bland. Morris goes in, Euro step. Oh,
Takes it.
what a
I'm
bucket.
surprised they didn't call a foul for that one. That should have been an and 1.
4 points for Morris quickly at the start of this second half, and the Wildcats have a 34-26 lead. Brown working on Johnson. Brown drives all the way in, right-hand side of the lane. Stops, kicks it to the left-hand corner. Three on the way, good for Gorman.
All right, so now what's happening down at the bottom, since they know they can't get anything in the post, they're going to start bringing people into the post and exposing the outside three-point wing side. It's a reverse of what they were doing.
Johnson wide open in transition, got fouled. And it's not a shooting foul as he drove the lane. Nobody picked up Johnson in transition, so he'll go to the line. No, he will not be. It'll just be a Wildcat ball after the media timeout.
Mike, they're running the reverse of the defense. You saw in the first half what they were doing is that they were trying to open up the paint and being able to put it down to their post so they can make the shot. Now what they're doing is you're trying to drag everybody into the paint and exposing those 3 points so that they can have a further lead. Simple.
Bethune-Cookman trying to stave off a Stony Brook drive. The Wildcats are up by 5 at the first media timeout, 34-29. We'll take a quick break and be right back. This is Bethune-Cookman basketball, the CatEye Radio Network. Nike is the official outfitter of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Gear up on the newest BCU Nike gear at Nike.com/Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. It is Bethune-Cookman 34, Stony Brook 29, but it's all Stony Brook after the Wildcats led by 11 at the half. Stony Brook has hit 3 of their last 3 shots, and 2 of those being 3-pointers. The Wildcats will have the ball attacking the basket. 2 listeners right baseline in after a reach-in foul right before the timeout. Morris triggers to Bland and then gets it back on a handoff. Morris pulls up from 15 feet, missed it short. Quentin Hetty the rebound, the put back, no good, but he got fouled.
I'm loving it. Might be my MVP of the game today.
I mean, he's definitely mine. Quentin Hetty in the first half, 12 points. Only hit 2 shots, but 8 of 10 from the line. He was really the only Wildcat to consistently drive the paint.
Right.
First free throw, good.
On a roll today. I think he's at 80% today. Right?
80%?
Yep.
The Wildcats in the game, 56%, because other than him, only one free throw has gone down, and that was a Jordan Johnson, 1 out of 2. The streak is broken, though, as Hetty misses the second one, 35-29, 6-point lead for the Cats. Here comes Stony Brook through Colin O'Connor. O'Connor, guarded by Ricky Mitchell, who's just checked in. Now switched on to by Morris. Now here's Pratt, top of the key.
Watch baseline.
Valentini, still top of the key. Drives left against Quentin Hetty. Euro step into the lane. Flip, layup, no good. Put back good by Pratt. 35-31. Cats lead down to 4.
Stony Brooks is creeping their way back up to the top. We need to be able to find that momentum we had in the first half.
Morris to Hetty in the high post on the right-hand side. Quentin Hetty fakes the pass down low. He'll drive. He'll pull up from 5 feet. And it rattles down.
Okay, he's MVP.
He's on a heater today, Quentin Hetty.
Absolutely.
15 points for Q on 3 of 6 shooting. 37-31 Wildcats on top. Stony Brook, Valentini on the left-hand wing. Drives all the way in. Nobody there. Easy layup. Nobody playing defense on either side right now.
Nobody. I think they're just trying to make shots.
Stony Brook has hit 5 of their last 6 shots to close the gap to 37-33. Quentin Hetty up on top. He thinks about a 3. Hands to Ricky Mitchell Jr., who drives right baseline. Floater in the lane. No good. Rebound. Tap back to Arterio Morris. Morris on the left-hand side. Backs all the way up and resets. 15 on the shot clock. Wildcats up 4. Here's the screen. Morris almost lost the handle. Is forced to the left corner. Pulls up with 8 seconds left. That's a long 2. Misses everything. And a rebound is grabbed by Ariel Bland, and he got fouled.
Yes, he did.
I was trying to work out what happened there because Bland.
I think he was trying to push him out, and he had a hand around him before so he can go up with the layup. But is that a shooting foul or is that an inbound play?
No,
okay,
it's an inbound play. He was on the rebound, but again, good strength by Bland through the contact to pick up the rebound and give the Wildcats another chance at this possession.
A very reliable player. You can always almost count on him every time to grab the rebound if it's there.
Baseline in for the Cats. Eddie looking for an opening. Floats it all the way up top for Ricky Mitchell Jr. Makes a tough catch right at the midcourt stripe. Bland to Quentin Hetty. Now he sets the screen. Hetty tries a 3. No good.
No rebound either.
And the 7-footer Oleg Konyets is in the game for Stony Brook. O'Connor fakes a transition 3, drives all the way in, layup good. 6 of the last 7 shots have gone down for Stony Brook, and it's a 2-point game, 37-35. Morris into the front court.
Oh my
Hands the ball off. Hetty on a drive, left baseline, layup good.
Should have got a transition on that one.
Long pass ahead for Stony Brook, over the head of Shoshki and out of bounds. Pratt was trying to hit him on the Hail Mary type pass. So Willoughby and Onanina come in for the Wildcats. Not Jacoby Hetty's day. 0 points, 4 rebounds, only taken 2 shots. But Quentin has stepped up in his absence, 17 points. 10 points for Daniel Ruzon.
I would have loved to see Daniel come in instead of David at this point of the game, but I understand they're keeping him in for probably like the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean Ruzon's got 3 fouls, so it's going to be Ariel Bland for the foreseeable future. Quentin Hetty has also come out of the game, so we'll see what the Wildcats will do with their best player right now off the floor. Dribble handoff to Ricky Mitchell Jr. into the front court. He hands it to Arterio Morris at the top of the key. Morris goes left. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebound comes right back to him. He tries to drive in, lost the handle. It's loose on the ground. It goes out of bounds over the baseline. It'll be a Wildcat ball.
All right.
Again, too chaotic.
It is, and it's their defense. That's the same thing they were doing. Well, Stony Brooks was doing down in the first half was be so chaotic, but so like a chaotic motion.
Morris back to the top for Seneca. Mitchell Jr. around the Onanina screen. Mitchell pulls up from 10 feet, left elbow, no good. Rebound to the 7-footer, Oleg Konyets.
He's been dominating those rebounds over his time at Stony Brooks.
O'Connor drives all the way, stops it inside the free throw line, back out to Pratt. Pratt left-hand drive. He gets into the paint, triple teamed, almost lost the handle, picks up his dribble, throws it to the right-hand corner.
That top of the key, you cannot leave him open.
O'Connor now on the right wing, throws it down low to Konyets, bumping bodies with Bland, tries to go over the top of him, and Bland gets the rejection.
Yes. Like I said, a very reliable post player.
Willoughby in transition coast to coast, throws it up off the heel, no good. Rebound Konyets, and that'll be a tie-up and give the ball back to Stony Brook. Wildcats, 1 of their last 8. Stony Brook, 6 of their last 8. They've outscored the Wildcats 16-9 in the second half, but the Wildcats still lead by 4, 39-35. We'll take a media timeout and be right back. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman University basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Follow the Cats like never before and listen to CatEye Network broadcasts live for free. Just head to bcuathletics.com/radio on your computer or mobile device to hear the hometown radio call of every Wildcat home game and select road games for free. Don't miss a second of the action. That's bcuathletics.com/radio. Bethune-Cookman 39, Stony Brook 35 here in the consolation bracket of the Ocean Center. It's all Stony Brook right now in the second half after the Wildcats dominated the first half. It was 30-19 at the end of the first. It's now 39-35. The Wildcats clinging to this advantage in the second half. The Wildcats only have 9 points to the 16 for Stony Brook. Wildcats will run some full court press here after the timeout.
I'm glad.
Nope, now they'll back off.
Oh.
It was a tie-up that led us to the media timeout, so the alternating possession favored the Seawolves. O'Connor in the front court pounds the ball against the hardwood around the screen from Oleg. Goes right, looks for the pick and roll. No, not open. In the 3, an open 3 for Shashki is good.
You could obviously tell right now Stony Brook is just going to pinch the middle.
Correction, Valentini got the 3, and it's a 1-point game, 39-38. The Wildcats have led by as many as 11.
They're going to clear that top of the key for their shooters to shoot to run up that score.
Morris trying to drive around Valentini, has to back up to the left wing, hand the ball to Seneca. Willoughby, bounce pass to the low block for Onanina. He's working on Konyets. 5 to shoot, Onanina spinning, goes to go over Konyets, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Ariel Bland, back to Onanina. Onanina puts it up, back iron, no good. Rebound to Ariel Bland again. Bland tries to find someone on the right baseline. Bland picks up his dribble, throws it all the way back up to the top for Morris. 14 on the shot clock. Morris around the Onanina screen. Back to Bland. 1 dribble, picks it up. Hands it to Ricky Mitchell.
Oh,
Mitchell driving. Now dumps it down low. Onanina puts it up on the baseline. Too short. And the rebound is finally corralled by Konyets. 4 shots on the possession, and the Wildcats come up empty. Stony Brook a chance to take the lead now, down by 1. 10-13 to go in the contest. O'Connor to Pratt on the left wing side, guarded by Morris. Down low to Konyets. He's got a big size advantage over Onanina. He uses it for the hook shot, but it's no good.
It's like going against each other down there.
Morris flowing into the front court on the right wing side. He'll stop, keep his dribble going, drive in, kick out. Seneca straight on 3. Kaboom!
Really, really good.
Only the second 3 of the game for the Wildcats, and Willoughby cashes it in. 42-38, the Wildcats lead. Willoughby tries to strip O'Connor across half court and gets a reach-in foul. And we're going to see Ruzon and Quentin Hetty come back in.
The squad is back in. Really excited to see if we're going to be able to capitalize that. The last 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. We're up 38-42.
So Bland and Onanina go to the bench. Simmon to trigger the inbound right in front of us here at the score table on the sideline. Dorman, handoff Pratt, top of the key, guarded by Quentin Hetty. He takes a three around a screen, too strong. Rebound fought for, won by the Seawolves temporarily, but Morris saves it out of bounds. But Ricky Mitchell was out of bounds when he kept the ball. Oh no, it's a Wildcat ball.
Yes, it is.
Valentini immediately signaled they're going to challenge that, and they are going to challenge that. So we have our first challenge of the weekend for us. So the Wildcats, one of their last 8 from the floor, and that was the Seneca Willoughby three-pointer that really has kind of kept them alive right now. They're up 42-39, but in this second half, let me pull up the stat real quick. In the second half, they're just shooting 25%, 5 of 20, whereas 57% from the floor for Stony Brook with 3 threes as well.
Now, with Stony Brook, what they're doing right now is the same thing they were doing in the first half that was able to get them to where they needed to get to. Disrupt the defense and shoot. At first, they weren't shooting, they were driving into the post, drawing their fouls from the first half there. They saw it wasn't working, they reversed it. Now, since we're not going into the post, let's bring everybody into the post and keep our outsiders, our guards open so they can shoot threes. And not just any guards, the best shooters on the team. Because I'm not sure what their percentage is for their free 27%, which is not really showing up right now, but it's way better than the Cookmans right now. And I'm hoping to see that they're catching on so they can disrupt their defense while they're on offense.
Wildcats have now dipped below Stony Brook's shooting percentage. Wildcats 34% from the floor, 15 of 24. Stony Brook 35%, 14 of 40, not blowing away the competition. Remember, like on the season, the Wildcats came into the game shooting 48% from the floor on the season. They're 10% below that. Stony Brook shooting 44% as well. The Wildcats averaging 79 points per game. Of course, they were held to just 64 in the last game and 76 in the previous game. So maybe that really high-scoring offense in the first couple of games of the season is coming back to earth a little bit. Gino Ford, the Stony Brook head coach, has challenged whether the ball went out off of the Wildcats or the Seawolves. It is originally ruled Wildcat ball. The referees are at the monitor checking on it right now. Gino Ford is in his 7th season as the head coach for Stony Brook, was the associate head coach for 3 years before that for the Seawolves. Former assistant coach at Kent State, where he won 2 MAC titles, and Bradley played at University of Ohio, who's also here at the tournament this weekend, and the Wildcats beat them last week. First team All-MAC as a senior, averaging 18.9 points per game, scored 1,752 points in his college career. He was inducted into the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame in 2023. And the Stony Brook program has been kind of up and down the last couple of years. 8-24 last year, but before that, 20-15, then 11-22 in 2022. Then in 2021, they were 18-13. So it always seems like they have a good year, then a down year, then a good year, then a down year. And if that trend holds, they'll have a pretty good year this year. Stony Brook, of course, coming in 4-2. They were 3-1 before their loss to Pacific last night. They lost that one spectacularly, 86-58, shooting just 33% from the floor. So, if you didn't hear the ref, he said the call is overturned on the floor. Stony Brook wins the challenge. They retain their timeout and their ability to challenge again. It'll be Stony Brook basketball. 12 on the shot clock, 9:29 to go in the contest. BCU 42, Stony Brook 38. So they're going to have to put together another good defensive set.
They are.
Although, I liked, even though he's not on the floor right now, I liked what Onanina was able to do against Koyets on the low block.
It's like playing each other. Like I said before, they really do have the same type of style whenever it comes to their playing.
12 on the shot clock. Simmon will inbound right in front of us here at the scorer's table. Stony Brook going right to left in the all-white. Finally triggers the inbound to O'Connor. O'Connor facing Willoughby. Goes by Willoughby, but Willoughby recovers to the left-hand wing. 3 seconds to shoot. Long three for Valentini. Misses everything. Shot clock violation. Good defense by the Cats. The ball never got inside the three-point line.
And that's all I want to see for the rest of the game. Nothing but that. I want to see those straight defense that they're bringing in to be able to have the ball overturned.
Wildcats up by 4 with the basketball. 9:15 to go. Cats in the all-black going left to right. Arterio Morris around the Ruzon screen to the right-hand wing. He's now double-teamed, lost the ball, and it's stripped by Gorman. Another Wildcat turnover, their 10th of the game. O'Connor calls a play, tries to drive past Morris into the paint, puts up a layup off the glass and in. 2-point lead for the Cats, 42-40. Points off turnovers. Stony Brook 10, Wildcats 13 in the game. Willoughby on a handoff, driving, finds the wide open Ruzon for a floater, no good. Rebound not collected by the Cats. Here comes Stony Brook, a chance to tie or take the lead. O'Connor, who has 9 in the game, in traffic at the free throw line, pulls up, tries a bullet pass down low to Connor, and his layup is no good, but a rebound was slammed home by Valentini, and it's a tie game at 42.
This game is right now, it's 8 minutes left. Who wants it more? Who wants it more?
This game is tied for the first time since the 6:15 mark of the first half. Right now, Stony Brook wants it more. Wildcats 1 of their last 9 from the floor. They've outscored the Wildcats 23-12 in the second half. Ruzon another baseline jumper, no good. Tip in, also no good. Ricky Mitchell flashes for the rebound. Finds Quentin Hetty underneath for the layup, good.
Sticky Ricky.
From Ricky Mitchell Jr.
Excellent rebound by Mitchell on that one. Wildcats up 44-42. O'Connor drives, left-hand layup. It's good. Nobody's contesting.
No.
O'Connor, he's now got 13 points.
Nobody wants to get into foul trouble.
25-14 in the second half. Stony Brook has outscored the Wildcats. It's a tie game at 44. Wildcats just 2 of their last 11 from the field. Ice cold right now.
3-man weave.
Morris, tight dribble into the paint. Bullet pass to Hetty.
Oh,
almost got the
and
bucket,
one.
but he will be fouled on the reverse layup. Nice pass
It
into
really
the
was.
paint by Arterio Morris. And so it'll send Quentin Hetty to the line when we come back. Media timeout here at the Ocean Center. 44-all between Bethune-Cookman and Stony Brook. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman Wildcat Basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Make sure you are representing Bethune-Cookman University Athletics to the fullest, featuring all new items. Buy the latest BCU gear online at the Bethune-Cookman online store. Go to bcuathletics.com and click on Shop to find the newest BCU clothing and apparel. That's bcuathletics.com and click on Shop. It's 44-44 here in the consolation bracket of the Ocean Center. Wildcats and Stony Brook Seawolves locked in a tight battle. BCU still riding high off their really good first half. It's been a really good second half for Stony Brook, but the Wildcats will have a chance to take the lead at the line with Quentin Hetty, who got fouled on a putback right before the media time out. His first one is no good, missed it short. Hetty, 9 for 13 at the free throw line today. Nobody else has more than 2 free throw attempts for the Wildcats.
Yep.
Second one good, 45-44, Wildcats on top, 7:21 to go. Wildcats have been exploited defensively by these dribble drives in the second half, especially by Colin O'Connor, the preseason All-CAA selection. He's got the ball now with his heels on the midcourt stripe. Hands to Valentini, left-hand wing. Valentini back to Pratt, top of the key. Pratt's got 14 points in the game to lead the Seawolves. Pratt picks up his dribble, finds O'Connor.
That three-man braid on the side.
O'Connor switched onto by Seneca.
Now he's wide open.
Driving to the free throw line, wide open. Simon, left hand free, no good. Rebound. Two Wildcats fought for it, but eventually Ariel Bland picks it up. Wildcats with a 1-point lead in the ball. Morris to Willoughby, left wing three, short, and nobody there for the rebound. Here comes Stony Brook down by 1. O'Connor calling a play as he walks across the time stripe with 6.5 to go. O'Connor switched onto by Quinton, backs up, picks up his dribble, finds Pratt. Pratt with the mismatch against Ariel Bland, goes all the way in, throws up a layup, no good, no foul, and the Wildcats in transition. Morris, off the pass from Willoughby, goes all the way in, throws it up, no good, but he got blocked. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Now we got to make these. These are important.
Ontario Morris is 0 for 2 from the charity stripe on the game, and just 47.8% on the year from the free throw line. This is a Wildcats team that is really bad from the free throw line. I know this is our broadcast, but I'm allowed to say it. They're really bad. 59% on the season. Morris, first one, no good off to the right.
I don't know why that is, everything else is falling into the place.
To the Wildcats' credit, they have not let Stony Brook get to the line much today. They're just 4 of 8. The Wildcats 11 of 21. Now 12 of 22 as Morris goes 1-1 from the charity stripe. Wildcats just 2 of their last 12 from the floor, have a 46-44 lead against Stony Brook with 6:09 to go. Here comes O'Connor, double teamed after a ball screen, finds Simon. He drives right wing side all the way in, stumbles, pitches it back to O'Connor before he travels. Left corner three, good contest by Bland to prevent the shot from Gorman. Gorman picks up his dribble, back to Pratt. Pratt between the circles, between the leg dribble, dancing against Morris to the left wing. Here's a three, no good by O'Connor. Rebounded by Bland, and the Wildcats come away with it. Here comes Quinton Hetty. He's got a head of steam, charges towards the rim, throws it up, no good, no foul, didn't even hit the rim. Stony Brook with an odd man rush, Simon all the way in, got fouled by Seneca.
It's a good foul. No fouls is good, but I would say was worth it. I don't think that was one of their best shooters either.
Number 3, Seneca Willoughby.
I think that's his second or third?
His third. Nobody with more than 3 for the Wildcats. Ruzon has 3, Willoughby has 3. I think that's the main reason that Ruzon's not on the floor right now with 5.5 to go, but I think they got to bring him in soon.
Yeah, I think he's getting ready right now.
A chance to tie the game at the line for Ethan Simon from Edison, New Jersey. First one good. Remember, this Stony Brook team is really good at the line, 71.3%. Simon has only missed 1 free throw all year at 88.9%, now 9 of 10 from the stripe on the season. Played at New Haven at the Division II level as Simon hits the second one, Ethan Simon. Then he left to come to Stony Brook for this year, and New Haven went to Division I this year. Tie game at 46, 5.5 to go. Wildcats have possession going left to right. Morris looking for something to develop in front of him. Bland, no correction, that's Hetty. Back to Seneca, 10 to shoot. Seneca goes right around the Bland screen. Pulls up from just outside the free throw line. Wild shot, no good. Tipped up into the air. Battled for and won by Ariel Bland. Resets. Right hand drive. Euro step, and it hangs on the rim and doesn't go for Quinton Hetty off a right hand baseline drive. And the Seawolves will get the ball out of bounds on the baseline. The Wildcats, no field goals in the last 3 minutes, and they're one of their last 10.
46-46. I haven't felt my blood pressure rise this much since Saturday.
This is unbelievable.
Yes.
The Wildcats in the second half have 16 points, but are 6 of 27 from the floor.
This just has not been a good game for us. It hasn't been a good tournament for us at all.
Pratt driving in, gets to his spot on the left baseline. Offensive rebound. The putback is no good.
Oh, wow.
And it goes in. Wildcats thought that should have been basket interference on Gorman, not called. Jacoby Hetty goes coast to coast, blocked out by Valentini, lost the handle, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cats.
Wildcat ball.
Wildcats all over the place right now. Offense, defense, can't get anything going.
Yet.
They're
we're
still
only
down by 2.
when is Ruzan going to come in the game?
He's only got 3 fouls, and there's 4.5 left. Yeah, I'd like to
Yes.
see him.
I think he would be a game changer. Him and
Ricky
Ariel.
Mitchell Jr. off the inbounds pass, hands to Arterio. Bullet pass down low for Quentin Hetty.
Nice.
Layup good with the left hand. Ties the game at 48 with 4:18 to go. Can the Wildcats get a stop?
Can
Stony
they watch
Brook.
the baseline?
Stony Brook has almost scored as many points as BCU did in the first half, now with 4 minutes to go in the second. Morris taps the ball back beyond the backcourt stripe. Pratt has to go collect. 15 on the shot clock for Stony Brook. Pratt driving to the right of the lane. Gets to his spot in the low post against Morris. Kick out, left wing three. Simon, good.
Mike, it's this side every single time. They're going to pinch them on the inside and leave the wing open. And not just any wing, the left side of the wing every single time to the same player.
Largest lead for Stony Brook since 6:51 to go in the first half. 51-48, Seawolves on top. Arterio Morris almost lost the handle in a double team on the left baseline. He pitches it back to Quentin Hetty, who takes a three. No good, that's not his game. The long rebound almost comes back to Cuban. It's tapped ahead to Valentini. And Valentini misses the layup. Wildcats get lucky.
Valentini's hooping, though. I'll give him that.
Morris down low. Foul called as Jacoby Hetty couldn't make a clean catch on the entry pass.
Let's make
we'll
it count.
Take our final media timeout. Wildcats down by 3 with 3:13 to go, and we come back looking to avoid going 0-2 here at the Sunshine Slam. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. And 1 coming up for Jacoby Hetty after a foul on O'Connor. Jacoby Hetty still scoreless.
Maybe he
in the
can get
game.
two right here.
0 for 2 from the floor. Has not been to the line until right now. Here's the 1-on-1 with the Wildcats down 3 with 3:13 to go against Stony Brook. First one good. On the season, Jacoby Hetty 75% on his free throws, one of the better ones on the team. Second one is good. 51-49. Wildcats down by 2. Oh, sorry, 51-50. Wildcats down by 1. 3:10 to go. Got to play some defense here. Ricky Mitchell has checked into the game to guard O'Connor.
That was a lazy press that was ran.
O'Connor to Valentini. He's the hot hand right now. Bounce pass top of the key for Pratt, who's got 14 points. Pratt all the way in. Kick to left hand corner. Simon open for 3 again. He's got another one.
It's the same player every single time on the left-hand side. Oh, my goodness.
50% on threes in the game. Arterio Morris tries to respond. No good on a three. Jacoby Hetty the rebound. He goes back up. He puts it up, no good. Another scramble for the ball under the basket. It is going to be Simmons with the ball for Stony Brook. And a jump ball is going to be called, and the Wildcats will have possession.
Great. Get it as you get it. Get it how you live it, man. But, Mike, I don't know. I'm really starting to get really, really, really frustrated because I just called it before the media timeout. It's the same play. The same play. The same player, the same play. Pinch in the middle, leave the guards open, 3-point every time.
Simmons got 8, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc and 2 free throws. Arterio Morris on the left baseline, backs up to the corner against Pratt, gets a screen, goes to the baseline, layup good for Arterio Morris. 2-point game, 54-52, but you can't trade twos for threes. You got to get some stops.
Now let's see if they run the same exact thing again.
A watch for Simmons to come open or Valentini to come open on that left corner.
Yeah. It's either side, but it's going to be the same one. Ricky has to stay on him.
Valentini to Pratt on the elevator screen. Simmons is standing there in the corner. There goes Pratt. Finds O'Connor. He drives. He stops. He looks back to Pratt. Right wing three. Too strong, but the rebound comes right back to Gorman for Stony Brook.
And Simmons right open again.
3 in the left wing. Good again.
Oh, my God.
3 straight threes for Simmons. At its 57-52, largest lead of the game for Stony Brook. Timeout, Bethune-Cookman. 3 straight catch-and-shoot threes for Ethan Simmons on the left corner, or left wing side. At its 57-52, Stony Brook has outscored the Wildcats 38-22 in the second half. Stay up to date with everything Bethune-Cookman Athletics by checking out the Wildcats on social media. Give BCU Athletics a like on Facebook and follow the Wildcats on X and Instagram at BCU_Athletics. For the latest on BCU men's basketball, follow at BCU Hoops on social media. Come be a part of BCU Athletics and support the CatEye Network. If you or your business is interested in partnering with us here on the CatEye Network, you can reach out to the Wildcats Athletic Communications Department at bcusportsinfo@cookman.edu. That's bcusportsinfo@cookman.edu. And your business could be on air with the Wildcats. There is no BC without you. Show your support for Bethune-Cookman Athletics by joining the Wildcat Champions Club today. Help us build a championship culture here at BCU. You can donate and join at bcuathletics.com/championsclub. That's bcuathletics.com/championsclub.
Mike, we need to go into a zone.
The Wildcats are shooting just 17% from the floor in the second half. 8 of 33. Have been outscored 38-22.
We need to go into a double-team zone.
Remember, the Wildcats led by 11 at halftime and almost immediately gave it away and held on to a small lead for a while, and now Stony Brook, with this 3-point barrage by Simmons and Valentini, have just collapsed and now find themselves down by 5. Largest lead of the game for Stony Brook. Currently on an 8-0 run. Wildcats with the ball, 1:37 to go. It's go or go home time for the Wildcats if they don't want to go 0-2 here at the Slam. Arterio Morris all the way in. Jump ball on a block by Valentini, and Stony Brook takes the possession back.
Run the press.
Well, it would have been a travel either way.
Yeah, it was. At least they had the jump ball.
Wildcats need some steals and need some points and need them in a hurry.
Monster.
O'Connor catches the inbounds pass. Hetty face guards him 90 feet. They'll walk into the front court. O'Connor with 1:18 to go.
Simmons is watching him so he can run that baseline to open it up right here for him.
O'Connor's just going to let the time drain through the hourglass. 12 on the shot clock now, 10. O'Connor now makes his move. Here comes the play. O'Connor left baseline all the way in, picks up his dribble. Now he's double teamed, throws it all the way back out. Pratt a catch and shoot 3 right wing. Too strong at the end of the shot clock. Jacoby Hetty for BCU. Hetty stopped by O'Connor at the 3-point line. Drives in into a double team, lost the handle, but a foul is called.
Great, because I was going to say this seems deja vu. The same thing happened against Jacksonville yesterday down there when they lost the ball at this specific time. Still 46.4 seconds left and 5 points needed. We need to ensure these free throws are being dropped.
That's the third foul on O'Connor.
Sounds about right.
Need both of these to make it a one-possession game. Wildcats shooting 32% on the game, 18 of 57, and just 17% in the second half. First one good for Jacoby. That's only his second point of the contest.
Mike,
third point of the contest, as he got the first 2 free throws his first time.
I need a hard press coming off the ball.
46 seconds left. Cats down 4. 57-53. Is it going to be another heartbreaker here this week for Bethune-Cookman? The second one is drained.
Hard press.
3-point game.
A hard press that'll be able to help. Hopefully, Ricky is going to be the one to strip the ball.
Well,
there
here
we go.
comes the Wildcat press. They get it in, and
Oh,
Valentini's
goodness.
fouled, and he'll
The
go
wrong
to the line
person
for
to
a
foul, too,
1-and-1.
because he's been on fire all game.
50% free throw shooter, Valentini. He'll go for the 1-and-1.
Team foul. Bonus.
Worst thing we could have probably did right now.
Wildcats praying that Valentini misses the first one here to keep it a one-possession game. Wildcats in the second half, as cold as Antarctic ice, missed the first one. Valentini did. Wildcats with life, down 3, 40 seconds to go. Wildcats have only hit 2 threes in the ball game.
I've been itching to use the O word, Mike.
Morris driving, still with the dribble. Now back to Jacoby Hetty, 15 on the shot clock. Hetty all the way in, layup, no
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Shortchanged him in an immediate foul.
Foul, not jump ball.
Foul is what was called. Quentin Hetty.
Oh, that's rich.
And we're getting Coach Theus going to get an explanation.
Foul number 5. Quentin Hetty, his third, 8th Wildcat foul.
How if he's all the way over there?
And now it'll be a 1-and-1 again. And I'm not sure who they're sending to the line. I think it's Valentini again.
How if he was at the top of the line and Quinton wasn't at the post at all?
Well, that was the call on the floor, and you got to go with it. Valentini, who missed the first end of the 1-and-1 last time. Wildcats going to have to pray he does it again. Down 3 with 24 seconds left. Valentini got it. 4-point game, 2-possession game, 24 seconds left. Valentini from Zilna, Slovakia, played for the GBA Lions in the Czech Republic First Division League. Timeout, Stony Brook. 59-54, and this game looks to end exactly the same way as
it did yesterday. The same exact way.
Wildcats are going to have to pick themselves back up. They got a tough test against Indiana coming up
If we're
on the
playing
25th, and then at home again on the 5th of December the 29th against Indiana, and then on the 5th of December, they're at home against South Carolina State before another road trip.
if we're playing like this in the Sunshine Slam, and the games that we have ahead are already going to be difficult. This just got more difficult. It just got a little bit more worse.
You can't shoot 23% from the floor and a half. You can't
not
do
at
it.
all.
You can't miss wide open layups. There's not enough off-ball movement to set up easy looks. Everything's tough. Everything's through contact. It just hasn't been good enough for the Wildcats this week. Just has not been good enough.
I'm not really sure what's been going on. If it's because of the break, looking for a type of excuse, there isn't any, but
The Wildcats had the lead late and collapsed against Jacksonville yesterday. They had the lead late and collapsed against Stony Brook today. Outscored 40-24 in the second half. Timeout BCU to advance the ball. And now they're going to say that Coach Theus called his timeout too early before he got across the half-court stripe, so they're going to send us all the way back to the baseline.
what?
Oh, they're going to call inadvertent whistle then.
What does that mean, Mike?
So
One thing I don't know.
they'll just resume play where it was, which is at the half-court stripe.
Oh, that was
21 seconds left. Wildcats down by 5, need a miracle.
We need a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer.
Who's going to take the 3? Morris with 15 seconds left. Elevator screen for Ricky Mitchell. Mitchell between the
Short.
legs, takes a 3, rebound, offensive, put back, no good by Hetty. And a foul as Ethan Simmons gets the rebound, and Stony Brook's going to win the ball game. They're going to go to 5-2 on the year. The Wildcats are going to drop to 2-5.
A lot of work needs to be done with this team. A team that came and made some noise against Auburn their first game. We really need to figure out what our next pace is. What's our next move in these upcoming games?
Well, I was talking to the radio guy for Ohio yesterday after our game. We lost to Jacksonville, and I told him straight up, I'm not sure how we beat you guys because we played. It's a 1-1. The rebound came right back to Simon. 2 seconds left to foul. And now it's a double bonus situation. Doesn't really matter. Game's over anyway.
Yeah.
But they just get a chance to increase the deficit.
Absolutely.
Simmons, first one, good. 60-54. 54 points are the lowest the Wildcats have scored this season by a wide margin. They scored 61 against Miami and got dominated in that game. 61-54. That'll be the end of the ball game. As Ontario Morris flings it up, and that's it. Stony Brook 61, Bethune-Cookman 64, and you can't call it anything else but an absolute catastrophe of a second half, as the Wildcats led 30-19 at the break and got outscored 42-24. They got doubled up in the second half by Stony Brook.
I pray that these two games in this tournament was an eye-opener for the Wildcats, a team who is expected to win or be the first seed in the SWAC. We really need to lock in, Mike.
And with Grambling playing well, Alabama A&M playing well.
Yes.
You're not going to get an easy ride in the SWAC. They got to figure it out.
Absolutely, and quickly at that, too. If it means that y'all need to stay at practice a little bit extra longer when it comes to free throws, do that. I don't know, the synergy was just a little bit off today. I haven't seen them play like this before. It was an unrecognizable team, but I hope for the best for the Wildcats this coming.
Once again, your final score, Stony Brook 61, Bethune-Cookman 64. BCU falls to 2-5 on the year. Stony Brook now 5-2. Another game the Wildcats had the lead late and gave up.
Absolutely.
2 straight this weekend. Here are your final scoring totals. First for the Wildcats, Quentin Heddy was great. 22 points, 6 of 13 shooting, 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Nobody else showed up.
MVP.
10 points for Ruzon, all in the first half. Jacoby Heddy 4 points, Morris 9 points, Johnson 4, Willoughby 5. Nobody else except Quentin Heddy showed up today.
Yeah.
Absolutely nobody.
Yeah. And it's a game where we need, these upcoming games, we need everybody to show up.
Stony Brook, Pratt with 14, Brown with 4, O'Connor with 13, Gorman with 9, Simmons with 13, Valentini with 5. Simmons killed us with those 3 3-pointers late in the second half. Coming up next at the Sunshine Slam, it'll be Pacific and Jacksonville for the Sunshine Slam Tournament Championship. Wildcats go 0-2 at the Slam. Your team stats for the entire game, Wildcats 30% from the floor, but the second half, 22%, 8 of 36 from the floor in the second half. Wildcats 30% from the floor, Stony Brook 37. Wildcats just 2 of 12 from 3. Stony Brook shot 33s, 9 of 30.
Wow.
In the game. Free throws, 16 of 26, 62% for the Wildcats, 10 of 16, 63% for the Seawolves. Stony Brook turned the ball over 14 times, leading to 15 points off turnovers for the Wildcats. The Wildcats turned the ball over 11 times, leading to 10 points off turnovers for Stony Brook. Wildcats out-rebounded Stony Brook 45-41 and 21-15 on the offensive glass, but they got out-second-chanced 15-21. 11-8 on second chance points. Bench points, Wildcats only 5, Stony Brook 21. Points in the paint, Wildcats 24, Stony Brook 20. Fast break points, Wildcats 13, Stony Brook 10. Blocks, Stony Brook 3, Wildcats 2. Steals, Wildcats 9, Stony Brook 10. Assists, Stony Brook 10, Wildcats 7. Wildcats finished 1 of 8 for the floor, and again, just 22% in the second half, 8 of 36. To collapse and hand the game to Stony Brook. Well, be it for us here from the Sunshine Slam. We'll be back on your airwaves on the 5th of December as Wildcats take on the South Carolina State Bulldogs at home at Moore Gymnasium at 7 p.m. We'll hope you'll join us either in the gym or online on the CatEye Network. Until then, for Sabrina Petit-Home, my name is Michael Torillo. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hail Wildcats.
Hail Wildcats.